So it's finally here, the new Nakamichi 7.2.4 Shockwave soundbar with eARC support. I know it's been a while and I've been waiting for it for quite some time, but it is finally here. It's got all the same features from the previous model like Dolby Atmos, DTS-X, SSE surround processing technology, but now with eARC support for enhanced audio, supercharged subwoofers, and a more powerful soundbar with up to 1000 watts of power. For this video, I tested gaming, movies, music using the ALR 4K Laser Projector. So let's get right into this video. Let's do this. First of all, what I like about this system is that everything that you need is included. There are two 8-inch subs, two rear speakers, and the soundbar. All the audio and power cables are also included, including HDMI 2.1 cable, hardware, instructions, and a demo disc. The design is very similar to previous model, but Nakamichi now opted for a matte finish, which I like even better. They also minimized the logo and the display is more visible. If you have the previous model, you are going to feel very familiar. I'm using the same mounting brackets for the soundbar and the same towers for the rear speakers. The controller is big and bulky, similar to the previous model, but I feel that it's easier to read the buttons, and I also like the backlit design. It's very useful. The biggest changes come from inside. The soundbar can reach up to 1000 watts compared to 800 watts from previous model. They also added extended range twin cone drivers, silk dome tweeters. The subs now have 450 watts of power, and they can go as low as 25 Hz, which is great for those explosive moments. They now use Bluetooth 5.0 with aptX HD for extended range and better than CD sound quality. But the biggest addition, in my opinion, is the HDMI 2.1 ports. The previous model only has eARC with support for Dolby Atmos via streaming apps, but now it is capable of receiving all high-resolution audio formats sent from the TV, including Dolby Atmos and DTS-X. And how is the sound? Well, it's freaking amazing. This is the closest soundbar you can get to a full home theater system without the need for a receiver or a separate speakers and all the wiring mess. Although the rear speakers do require a thin wire to connect to the subs, the setup is really easy and intuitive. My first impression is the deep bass Nakamichi has to offer. The dual subs make a huge difference when watching movies or gaming. My home theater room rumbles when there are explosions or fast action scenes. This new eARC model is a definite upgrade to the previous model. I place the subwoofers behind the seats and I can feel the deep bass. The soundbar is also very loud and the dialogue from movies is very clear. The rear surround speakers do a great job when listening to Dolby Atmos and deliver an immersive experience. It's amazing. Another feature I like is the ability to control the bass levels as well as rear surround speakers, center channel, high tones, and side firing tweeters, and save your preference as presets on the remote system memory. On top of that, Nakamichi also has their own spatial surround elevation or SSE Max that enhances the surround effect with hardware and software technologies. You have 3 options of SSE and you can choose one depending on the distance the speakers are placed. In my case, I use option 1 since I have a small room and the effect is more precise. For gaming, I connected my Xbox directly to the soundbar and the soundbar to the projector via eARC. Even though the HDMI ports are 2.1, they do not support 4K 120Hz. They do support VRR, HDR, Dolby Vision, and Auto Low Latency mode. I enjoy gaming single-player games on projectors for the immersive experience. There are a few games that support Dolby Atmos and they sound amazing. One of my favorites is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This game has a ton of environmental sound effects and it makes you feel that you are in the jungle. Now if you want to use 4K 120Hz option, you can do that by connecting the console directly to the TV and the TV to the soundbar via eARC. Just make sure your TV or projector do support eARC, and sometimes you have to turn it on manually. For music, I connected my phone via Bluetooth and started by using the music preset, but sound was only coming out from the soundbar and the subwoofers, and I didn't like it that much. I wanted to use all the speakers, so I opted for all channel stereo, which is really nice for music overall. The sound is loud and clear, and the punchy bass makes it even better. But then I tried Dolby Outmixing surround effect, and wow, it made a huge difference. Now keep in mind that some music won't sound good with this surround effect, but I tried Kiss Me More by Doja Cat, and you can clearly hear the audio effects and the back vocals separated from the rear surround speakers, and it sounds amazing. Now overall, this new soundbar system by Nakamichi is fantastic. It is definitely an upgrade if you have the older model. The eARC support alone makes a big difference when playing Dolby Atmos movies with enhanced audio from Blu-ray discs, and the same goes for gaming. Now this system works great for me because I don't have the space for a receiver and additional speakers and running all the wires all the way to the receiver, but at the same time I do want to enjoy Dolby Atmos when watching movies in my little office, so this is perfect for me. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the remote control. It's too big and bulky with lots of buttons. There are around 10 pages on the manual just for the remote controller alone. So this could be intimidating for some people because there is a learning curve, but once you understand it, you'll appreciate all the features and settings you have access to. Other than that, this is one of my favorite soundbars available right now. It's a complete system that effectively delivers a premium surround experience without spending a lot of money and without dealing with lots of speaker wires. The Shockwave 7.2.4 sells for $1,300. There's also a flagship model with additional surround speakers and two 10-inch subwoofers that sells for $1,900. Or a more budget model with a one 10-inch subwoofer that sells for $900. If you're interested in buying any of these systems, I will leave a link in the description of the video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I truly appreciate your time for watching this video. If you have any questions or any comments, leave it down there in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and also subscribe if you haven't. I'm Joster and I'll see you guys on the next one. Joster out!